Senator Graham?
Well, I'd like to thank President Putin for bringing us all together. That's pretty hard to do around here. So I think he made a huge miscalculation. He's doing it all over the world. He's trying to fund parties that want to break the European Union apart. He wants to weaken NATO because in a world where the European Union is weaker and NATO is weaker, Putin is stronger. I'm not saying, I don't think anyone's saying that the interference in our election changed the outcome. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to undermine the legitimacy of President Lex Trump victory. I am trying to tell him and the country and my colleagues that if we don't do something about it, it's only going to get worse. And it's not far down the road before they could change the outcome. And it could be Russia tomorrow, Iran, China. If we hit Iran harder in terms of sanctions, they could push back. China has the capability. So the bottom line here is to send a clear message not only to Russia, but to anybody else who wants to go down this road. You do so at your own peril. This bill has a 1-2 punch against Russia, which I've been advocating for a very long time. Make them pay a heavy price. They have an economy the size of Spain. We hit them in the energy sector. They have oil and gas as their biggest export. It's the fundamental of their economy. It's basically the bedrock of their economy, and nuclear power. So we hit them in those two areas. It's going to really, they're going to feel it. And I want other nations to know that if you attack us, if you try to undermine our democratic process, you're going to feel it too. As to where this goes, this is the first significant step in a rather long journey. This bill's second punch is to tell our allies throughout the world that we're going to help you more, not less. This is all about more. It's all about more sanctions. It's all about more aid. We just got back from the Baltic states. All three democracies are members of NATO. You think it's bad here at home with Russia? You should be there. The Ukraine and Georgia have had land grabs. They're constantly attacked by Russia through propaganda, fake news, cyber attacks. So what we want to do in addition to punishing Russia for interfering in our election and trying to break the backbone of democracy is to be a better friend. So I will, as an appropriator, try to create an account. This authorizes the account, a counter-Russia account that will have grant money to these emerging democracies so they can push back against all things Russia. I think there'll be an overwhelming vote when this day comes. We're going to vote. The worst thing a democracy could do, in my view, is to let someone try to interfere and get away with it. And President-elect Trump will be President Trump just in a matter of about 10 days. And my advice to him is that you, as President of the United States, are the defender of the free world, and you're the defender of democracy all over the world. It is now time to push back. A better relationship with Russia has to be understood in terms of what Russia is doing. A better relationship would start with the idea that Russia stops dismembering their neighbors, that Putin stops stealing his people blind, and you kill opposition members you don't like. So I think the burden on Russia is on Russia in terms of better relationship. We cannot condone what they're doing in the region. We cannot condone what they tried to do in our own backyard. So I seek a better relationship with Russia, but that relationship cannot include stealing and killing by Putin.